The screen is, I think, visible to you.
Yes.
So we start with on this one. So we have till now we have covered a bit of hooks concepts, variable reference we have covered. And now it's time for namespace. Okay. So do you have any idea what is namespace? What is does anybody Manoj, Sumit, you can explain a little bit of that. Hello, you can say yes or no anything.
No, no, I'm not aware of it.
Okay, okay.
No, sir.
Okay. So okay, till now we have in the programs we have used something called as using namespace. If I open something like this and if I type, so you can use so suppose this is a simple program, okay, it's only printing out this particular site. So you can see it is printing program zim.pro, okay, but they are using this std and they are using this scope resolution operator, okay. So if I remove the scope resolution operator and if I try to run it, it will create an error, okay. Instead of that I will use something, this line mostly I use name space std, okay. Okay, so what did it means is this if I do it control Z back. Okay, so there is something called STD. STD is a namespace. Inside this namespace, the definition of cout is there. Okay, what cout do? It is present inside this namespace. Okay, let's do a simple example. Okay, so we go over here and I will have my own namespace. Okay, namespace demo we will use. Okay, suppose we have a namespace called a demo, and inside this namespace we have something called as one variable called x, which value is 10. Okay, this is clear. We have just created a block. Namespace is nothing, just a block which contain your variables, functions, as well as classes. Also, you can put anything over here. Okay. So suppose we have created my own namespace and I want to print the x, what the x is inside this namespace. We have two methods for using it. One is using scope resolution operator. So this is called a scope resolution operator. Suppose I want to print this x, what I will do is I will come over here and I will write std cout. See, this std I am using for cout, not for this demo. Then what I will do, I'll write this namespace name demo and I use the scope resolution operator and I will write x. After that I will write endl. Okay, so you can see 10 will be printed on the screen. Sorry, I have not used std over here. This endl is also a part of this main namespace. So 1 second, guys. 1 second, some sound is coming. I will check. Yeah. Hello. Okay. So
Yes.
yes. So this is called making a namespace and printing the namespace using a scope resolution operator. So this is called a scope resolution operator. Okay. So let me explain you scope resolution operator as well. So I will just give you this program first. This is clear, right? This is a demo program. Okay. So we will use a scope resolution operator as well. So here I'm using namespace std. I don't want to write this std every time, so I have removed that. So I remove this one. I remove all of this. This also. Okay. So suppose we have this int x equals to 500. Okay. This is one variable, and we have here we have int x which is equals to 90. So this is a global variable, this is a local variable, correct? After that, once you created local and global variable, we will try to print this. So what will happen if I print x over here? What will the value I will get? What value I will get? Hello guys, are you there? Is I audible?
19.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. We will
19.
we will get 19. Suppose I want this 500 to be used, what I need to do?
Scope resolution.
See. So what this scope resolution do is it will take the global one, not the local one. Okay. So this is the scope resolution. This how it works. Okay. Let's go back to this namespaces.
Yeah. So if any of the global variable we have to use in a specific function, then we need to
Yes.
we can take it with the scope resolution. Correct?
Yes. 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 Scope
Okay.
resolution operator have multiple features. Scope resolution operator used with functions. Okay. It is used with classes. You will see later. Another.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
for the sake of this namespaces, I am telling you whatever you required in the namespace.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see how to write a function inside a namespace. Okay, so we'll create a namespace space called maps namespace. This is a syntax. Then we need to write the name for the syntax. So we'll write math. Okay. So inside this namespace, we have seen variable. So we can say int z equals to 10, and we will have some function also. So we'll write void add. Okay. So you can give int a comma int b. Simple as that, and you can write the over here. Okay. And what you can give is you can give the print of them. See out equals to sum equals to a plus b. Okay. So how to access this? Okay, so we need to use the either we can use the namespace or we can use the maths. So here what I'm doing is I'm saying using namespace map. Okay, so yeah, I missed that. using namespace math. And what I will do is write add, and I will transfer like 5 and 6, 5 and 7. Okay, so we should get a print of 12. Something. Oh, sorry. See, you are getting some. So we are directly using this math, using namespace math. Suppose I don't want to use this main using namespace math. Okay, so what I can do is I can use the scope resolution operator. Math add. So there is a two way of using it. Okay, first is called as, I will write it over here, scope resolution operator. Scope operator. Someone asking. Scope operator. Second is is directive method. Okay, so this is scope resolution operator. We use this one, and directive method we use using namespace, and the syntax is using namespace and the name of the namespace underscore of the name space. These two methods are clear. Hello. These two methods are clear, guys.
The directive is not clear.
Sorry, can you speak a little louder?
Directive, that is not clear.
Okay, so directive method means you are using this tag. For example, we are using this using namespace std. For example, you want to, instead of scope resolution operator, instead of giving the namespace name, we directly use. Suppose we want to use continuously add again and again our program, and we don't want to give again and again this math scope resolution operator, math scope resolution operator. At that time, we can do one thing. The thing is, either we can declare directive, means we can write this line using namespace and the name of the namespace. For example, this the namespace, this block name is meth. Okay, so if I want to use this block name inside my main function, so what I will do is, inside the main function I will write using namespace namespace. Instead of std, I will write this namespace name. Okay, so once I have written that, I don't need this math and scope resolution operator. Okay, so I can write it like that and it will work in the similar manner. Okay, so this is for a function, inside which function you want to use. Suppose you want to use in the entire file, then you will need to write it inside this. So this also work. You need to globally define it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's see one more thing. Basically, what Okay, so something like this also you can use. What happened? Oh, sorry. Okay, my questions to you: why we need such type of declaration? Same thing is like we have declaration is different, definition is somewhere else. Why? We can do something like this also, but it is needed because we have the header files different and we have the cpp files different. For there like lots of files will be there, so but in that purpose we can write in this manner also. We just give the declaration and the definition is present somewhere else, just like we do in the c also. We have an header file and we have a .c file, .h file. In .h file we used to give the declaration and the definition we used to give in the cpp file. We'll see later when we are dealing with the classes and also how to write function inside the class and how to write the function outside the class. In the same way, you can write the function inside the namespace and you can write the function outside the namespace, but this you need to give that for what it is used. Okay, this is another variation. Here, this also. Okay. What? See what else we can have. Okay, we have something called as multiple namespace. Okay, what is the meaning of multiple namespaces? Like we have more than one namespace. Okay, I will just remove everything from here, write it again. You got the here we can remove. Okay, so here we will write as a heading as multiple name, multiple name spaces. Okay, so we will have a namespace A. Okay, inside this namespace A, we will have a variable int x equals to 20. Okay, and we will have print function also. Print something like this. Void print will not take anything, and it will say see out inside inside namespace A, E and T. Okay, in the same way, so we will create another one. Namespace D contain the same value. Int x equals to, now instead of 20 we'll write 200 and void print cout. See, mostly we don't need to provide a semicolon over here, as we provide in the this one.
Bottle must have put this one.
Sorry, can you repeat? Anyone? I'm getting a call,
No.
guys. Can just hold for a minute, huh? Sorry, I'm getting some important call. हेलो. हाँ बताइए. अभी तो क्लास ले रहा हूँ एक्चुअली. हाँ मैं सी प्लस प्लस पढ़ाता हूँ एक्चुअली. 1 घंटे बाद करेंगे. ज़्यादा. ठीक. Bye. Hello. Yes. Sorry. So as you can see, we have namespace one, namespace b. So it is not a function, it is not a structure, it is not a class. It is just a block which contain in open curly braces and close curly braces, and it is only used for resolving the naming conflicts. I'll give an example why it is needed. For example, you can see this is a namespace, this is b namespace. Instead of this, I will give something more reliable. You can say SBI, and you can say ICICI. Okay, so these are the two banks. Okay, so inside this I will write as SBI, and I will write as account number. Okay, account type. Account.
And one thing like these are the two blocks of namespaces, correct?
Sorry.
Then what for? Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are the two blocks of the namespaces, and we have written one statement like using namespace std.
Yes. Yes.
What that indicates?
It is a, for example, we have like own functions, and we have something called as printf, scanf. Okay, so this namespace is provided by C++ compiler by itself. Okay, so this is a user-defined namespace, and it is like a standard namespace which is given by the compiler or the C++ maker. So, for example, we want to use the cout. Cout is an actually an object which is present inside this std. For example, this account number is present inside this SBI. So, if I want to use this account number, what I will do is SBI scope resolution operator, and I will write this account number. Okay. Hello.
Okay, okay, got it. Means like it is for predefined
Yes.
namespaces.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So, okay. So here is the account number, and you are inside the SBI, or here we can write we are inside the ICICI. Okay, and we will have the mean function. Okay, so suppose you want, I have told you two methods. First is using namespace std, and another was like scope resolution operator. Okay, so mostly people use scope resolution operator because if we use both of them, for example, SBI is there and ICICI is there. If I use both of them, if I write using namespace SBI. Okay, it is fine. You can use any one of them, account number or this one. Okay, let's try it. Using namespace std, and I am try to access the account number. I will say control control C, control V, and account number equals to account number and L. Okay. Let's see. So you can see from the SBI it is printing. Correct. This got. But if I write the same place using namespace ICICI. Okay, so I'm using this namespace also. Okay, so what will happen? You will get an ambiguity error. What it will say, there are two references for account number. One reference is this ICICI and another reference is SBI. So it will become a difficult to manage in this case. So what you need to do is you can remove this two, or either you can remove this one, and suppose you want to use ICICI, just put ICICI like this. Okay, so you can able to, will not get any error, you can able to print. So you cannot use same at the same time both you cannot use, because it will create, because there is a two definition for the same variable or for the same function. Understood?
Yes.
I will give the example of this one. Rewrite it using name space space ICICI. Okay, and in here I will write error. Okay, I will give you this program as well. Okay. Though this is possible, and one thing more you can see, if I put it over here, okay, and okay, come down, and I will write it. Okay, so here it will not create an error. See why it is not creating over here. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, yes, tell me.
What is the question?
My question is, if I've cut it from here, if I put it back over here, Control X, Control V, and if I try to run this, it will throw error. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, sorry. Remove this. Okay. If I run this like this,
Hmm.
it will throw error.
Hmm.
If I cut it from here and put it downside, what you will think what will happen?
See, when the line number 26 will be executing,
Hmm.
it will have a reference, okay, for line number 24.
Hmm. Okay.
Correct. So only one reference is available before execution of this.
Hmm. Correct.
Correct.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
And even after this, we are not calling anything. Second explanation would be key. After this, suppose you have written this one, so you are calling something. Here you are not doing anything. Now,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you put the same statement, then it will create an error.
Yes, because it will be like,
It has two references.
yeah.
So this is also a variation. Okay. So function has done. Okay. So there is one more way of declaring the things. Okay. Suppose you want only this one, uh, this account number only. Okay. You don't want any other thing. Suppose you don't want the function. Suppose you don't want this print function. You just want this account number from SQL. So, so what we will do is, uh, here we come and we say using SBI. Okay, from SBI only use what's name account number. Okay, So again, we are not giving whole namespace to use every variable. We just want this account number to be used. Okay. Okay. Why we are getting second? Okay. So suppose you just want to use this account number. This is coming. Suppose if I print this function, print this comment these two, not to use right now, and from here I try to have this print function. Okay. See, print function was not declared in this scope. Suppose if I comment this one, and over here I just write print. Okay, see, just I'm using the print so I can able to use the SVL. Suppose if I want the account number, so this account number will create an error. See, so this is called a declaration statement. It means that whatever thing you want is from the namespace, only import that. For example, you want account number, you can import account number. If you want print function, you can import print function. Is it clear?
Yes.
This is also a variation. Actually, there are a lot of variation in this. Small variation. But when you go to industry, mostly code is written. For example, for me, the images and all, the frames and all they have a namespaces. So this is from this namespace, rear view, angle view, this view, that view. In that thing, it happens. Okay, now we have something called as nested namespace. Okay, what do you understand by nested namespace?
Like namespace within namespace, or
Yes.
already existing namespace will be referenced in another namespace which we are creating.
No, we cannot actually. The original namespaces we have, we cannot change them and alter them, just like print functions and all. So, but for the user-defined namespace, we can have a nested namespace. Suppose, for example, we are inside this namespace, okay, and I create a new namespace inside it. So I will write namespace SBI internal internal namespace, and then inside this internal namespace you can have something like int member sorry workers workers account number. So that is for the people account number and it is for the worker account number. So we'll write like 300. We have a worker account number and we will have a function also which prints this print workers account. So what it will do is void index, void cout. Okay. So how we can access this in idea? First with the scope resolution. First we'll write with a scope. Scope. Okay. Double E. So I want to access a workers account. So where it is present? Inside. Inside.
SBI internal.
As the enter. So we need to write SBI internals and name of the workers account. Workers account. Okay. Now where this is where this SBI internal is present, it is present
Within SBI.
SBI.
So we
So
need to mention that also some.
yes,
Okay.
yes. So we need to mention that also. Okay, so in this way you can say see out. Just have this and this equals to and then okay. Suppose I don't want to use SBI. So what I will do is I will write over here. Scope is done. Next will be I will come over here and I will write using name space namespace SBI. Okay. Same statement. Remove this SBI. Okay. See, it works. Okay, this way you can also. This is another variation. Okay, there is one rule in writing namespace. Sorry, I didn't tell you further before. So this also you take. Okay. Next is scope is done. Namespace. This points we have covered. Global. Okay. Okay, these are the some theory part. It is not function or class. It is just a block to avoid name collision. Okay, this point. Okay, namespace declaration appears only global scope. What is the meaning of this? Can you guess? Second. Okay. Can you guess the meaning of this? This line. Namespace declaration appear only global scope.
Declaration. Only global scope.
Hmm.
Means accessible only within the file.
Uh, gl- uh,
Only global
no,
scope.
no, no, it is not like that. Only global scope. Okay, I'll explain. Very simple thing. Okay, suppose we have this SBI namespace. Okay, if I cut this entire namespace, use the mouse. Okay, if I cut it and if I paste it inside this one, main or inside any function. So let's see. See. So namespaces are there for the only one reason to avoid the name collision globally, not locally, globally. Okay, so you cannot write it into a local scope. It means you already every time when you are using namespace, you need to declare it inside the global scope, not in the local scope. You cannot put it inside any function, or even in the main function you cannot put, because it will create an error. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Do this.
Means every time it should be written before main, correct?
Globally it should return, not in any other
Yeah.
functions you cannot use it. You cannot use it as
Yeah.
locally.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, any point left in this? uh, Nested we have done. Okay, this is also one thing very important. Namespaces can be split into different units. Okay, what this means is, it means redeclaration of uh, this one, redeclaration of namespaces. Suppose if I remove all of them, start from a fresh example. Okay, remove these also. Suppose we have a namespace. First, we created a namespace using namespace. Let's say numbers. We create a namespace called numbers. Okay, and in this numbers we have like int x we have, which is equals to 1. Okay, control C, control V. Okay, so we have y, we have z. It takes z till z we will take, and it has 1 2 3. Okay, so we have created this one, and now you can say from numbers we can easily use it. Numbers x. What happened? Unexpected error. Numbers are not being declared.
Syntax to correct.
Oh, sorry. I am just written the wrong syntax actually.
Hmm.
So it is not using namespace, it's only namespace. We're declaring it. So as you can see, we are getting one. Okay. Now suppose if I rewrite this again, Control C, Control V. Okay. So can you see where it is showing error? Line number 13, 14, 15, and where we have called it. 22 is also there. No, 22. So what is I'm doing is I am redefining the numbers. But if I just remove these two, okay, and if I remove this 3 also, and if I remove this x also, so you will see there is no error. So this is also one part of namespace, which means that we can redefine it, but the variable name should not be redefined. For example, we have defined x, but we have not defined y and z. If I run this, it will not create an error. But if I define this back. Okay, so we'll get an error. Okay, so it is saying that we can have a redefinition, but the number or variable or function name should not be repeated. This is called as redeclaration of namespace. So we can write something like it. Okay, we'll print all of them. So as you can see, we can do it like this. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes.
This means that namespace can be split into n numbers. For example, there are like three variables we have. We have split it the namespace into three parts. This is the okay. Okay, there is one more topic remained. I think should have. Okay, unit. Okay, name collision appearing scope nested. Okay, there is one more topic called as alias name. Not mentioned over here. Namespace. Name. Okay. There can be two parts for this one. Okay. Let's remove this previous ones. Name space very long name. Okay. And inside this very long name we have int x which is 50 and we have print out side very long name space and then okay, so this long space there is a longer name space something like this if it is there. So we need to write this long name every time whenever we are using the variable. Instead of that, what we can do is we can have name space. We have a declaration. We can have very long name space, very long name space, and we can equate it to this one. Okay. So with the help of this one, see out. Okay. For this one, we can have x. So you can see we can get 50, or we can try to print it also. LNS, then we will have print. Okay, so it will print this. You get, hello, this is one version. Is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna try with this using namespace. Using namespace VLNS. Okay. See how I need this directory can call. This is clear. We can use like this also. Okay, this is completed. This is completed. Anything else left from the namespace? Okay, we need to go with the class also. So I will explain you one class method also. Okay, I will give you these notes also. Okay, Control C, just copy paste somewhere. These are the name notes. Let's go through little theory also. We have seen, okay, namespace a mechanism for logically grouping the declaration and definition into a common declarative reason. Means we have uh, this block. Okay, so this block is a common declarative reason. Okay, next point. Let's see. The content of the namespaces can be used, can be accessed by the code inside and outside of the namespace. Okay, so we can use the content inside and outside of the namespace. Suppose we have this X, so we can use it inside the namespace as well, or outside the namespace as well. Let's see.
So we will be continuing with the next topic today itself
We'll see. Next topic.
because at 1 o'clock I'm having office call
Okay, okay. So I
as
think I will end it up here itself only. So namespace is already over. So we'll see the
yeah.
next batch next time. Okay. Let's see this last thing, and we can drop.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
See, from the inside we are able to see it. I'm wrapping up first. Okay, so we have seen that it can be split up into units. Sorry, with the scope resolution operator, you can access them using declaration around the namespace used in the directory. Okay, so declaration we have already explained in one of the program. I think this is over. Thank you, guys. We will meet next week. I will share this
Yeah.
recording.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.